Hi, it's me, Patrick, here to discuss one more time and recap the main forms of plagiarism that I have encountered, as well as the penalties for plagiarism in my class. First, plagiarism occurs in essentially 4 different ways in my class. The first way it occurs is to leave a reference page off of your paper. Anytime you cite a source inside of your paper, you need a reference page. In my class, we use APA-style citation for your reference page. Information on the APA style can be found at the OWL at Purdue website. The OWL is the online writing lab of Purdue University. It's a great site to find out how you should create your reference page. This site can also be used for how to cite sources in the text of your paper. That's the second way people commonly plagiarize in my class, is to leave citations out of the text of your paper. Citations need to go in 2 different places. Whenever you paraphrase information, that is, take information that you worded into your own words and you got that from a source, and whenever you directly quote a paper, you need citations as well. A quotation is 3 or more words in a row that are word for word from another source. In order to properly quote items, you need to make sure you're using quotation marks every single time. In addition to the quotation marks, of course, you need an in-text citation. APA style requires you to use the author or authors' last names, the year the information was published, and the page number it came from. If there's no page number, you indicate that by writing the letters N period P period for no page. When citing a source that is a paraphrase, you also should have that same information. APA style does not require you to use page numbers for paraphrased information. However, I, as a professor, do require you to use page numbers. So please use page numbers for everything that you cite. So those are the most common ways that people frequently miscite within their papers: reference page, quotations, and paraphrasing. Another way that people often commit plagiarism is to use an answer or a paper that they've done previously in the class or in a different class. You cannot use the exact same paper or answer for anything twice unless you've asked for specific permission to do that. Otherwise, you are committing something called self-plagiarism, which is misleading the professor into thinking that you've written something for that class that you actually wrote for something entirely different. And this is something that you should never do without asking permission first. These are the most common ways that plagiarism occurs. In my class, plagiarism comes with an automatic penalty of a 0 on whatever paper or exam that you plagiarized on. If it's a take-home exam, the same plagiarism rules apply. If it's an in-class exam, plagiarism rules do not apply unless it's an open book exam. If you plagiarize on a paper or on an exam, you get a 0 on that assignment. If you are part of a group in which plagiarism has occurred on, say, a group paper, every member of that group shares the same penalty, even if it's only one person who did it. Everybody is responsible for plagiarism in your group. That's why, before you submit a paper, everybody in the group should check it to make sure plagiarism has not occurred. Again, the penalty for plagiarism is a 0 on that assignment. If a group or an individual within that group plagiarizes a second time in the semester, that person will get a failing grade in the class. I can't be more serious about this. Plagiarism is something that cannot happen. So please be very careful. Avoid the following one more time: leaving off a reference page, not putting quotation marks around a direct quotation, not putting a citation next to either a direct quotation or a paraphrase. All of these are things you must avoid, along with not reusing materials that you did for another class or previously in the same class. All of these are ethical violations and will be treated the same. Whether you intended to do it or not, plagiarism will have the same penalty. So, please be careful, check yourself, and always do the right thing. If you have any questions, you can always ask me. Thanks.